Hi guys, my name is Untitled and I'm coming at you from Detroit, Michigan. And today I'm going to talk to you about Masters of Science in Project Management, and I'm also going to compare it to construction management. I will cover this in detail in this video. So again, anything I share in this video are my personal thoughts, are my experiences in US. I have a Bachelor's of Science in Civil Engineering from US, and I also have a Master's of Science in Project Management from US. So I have both the degrees and I have been working in the civil industry for about 5 years. So I have experience in civil industry and I also have experience in project management, Masters of Science in Project Management degree. So usually this degree is going to be a 2-year degree depending upon which university you go to. But in my opinion, you should look at it as a 2-year program. Some universities I know of which are phenomenal is, first of all, obviously Harrisburg University, where I went to school. So that is, in my opinion, the best school because I went there. Other schools, I know I had some professors from Northeastern University. I believe it's close to Boston area. My professor was from there and I really loved him. He was one of the most phenomenal professor. His name is Lilo Atali. You can look him up on LinkedIn and you can reach out to him if you want an admission in that school. So these are the two universities I know right now. And I will also cover one more university later. It's for product management, but it's a part of this. Okay, now let's look at Masters of Science in Project Management. Imagine this. So project management is this entire universe by itself. Okay, you have to understand that in this universe there are different galaxies. Imagine project management, then being a scrum master. Imagine being a program manager. Program manager is basically you're managing multiple projects at one time. That's something a program manager does. You can be a product manager. Product manager is, you can say, a mini CEO of a small product development. Now, in this universe, with a project management degree, you can choose to go anywhere. This is what my belief is, and that's what I have seen other people do with it. Okay, so that's one advantage. So a 2-year degree for you will cost about $30,000 to $40,000 depending on where you go. If you go to top universities, obviously it will cost more money, but in my opinion, look at an above average university like NEU, Northeastern University, and you should be able to get your master's about $40,000. Okay, now as I said, it's a 2-year degree. Once you complete your degree, what are the job opportunities? Okay, but before I get there, I also want to let you know that there are also some licenses or certifications you can pursue after you complete your project management degree. For example, you can do a PMP license. In my opinion, this is one of the most advantageous license. You can also get certified Scrum Master. Okay, now what are the salary ranges for somebody who graduates with a project management degree? In my opinion, what I've seen so far, usually you start at about $75,000 to $90,000 in a good city. I'm not talking about big cities like, San Francisco, New York, Austin as of now. Okay, I'm also not talking about FANG companies. I'm talking about normal, good companies which maybe do SaaS, like software as a service, or if you are into a medical company who also does SaaS. So basically a company that uses software, those companies will give you a little bit more money. Okay, if you're getting into project management for other industries, your income may be a little bit lower. Expect maybe $10,000 less compared to a software initially when you're beginning. Okay, now that's what happens. If you're getting into FANG companies, your income levels as a product manager, program manager will be really, really high, usually about a couple of $100,000. I've made a video on FANG companies, or computer science majors, what kind of income they make. Usually PMs also make same kind of money, and I'll post that link here. Okay, so you can check it out. So now the last question, how are the job opportunities? In my opinion, there are tremendous amount of job opportunities for project management. The reason is because this field is really growing and you always need people who are able to take large amount of information and simplify it. You also need people who can connect to different teams and gather that information, also tell people what to do. So this kind of degree, I would say, would be, you will need definitely a good you'll need good people skills for this. You will need good communication skills. You will need higher emotional quotient, higher emotional intelligence. So these kind of things are very critical for you to succeed in this industry. Now, if you don't have that, that doesn't mean you can't pursue. If you're willing to learn and willing to grow, you can definitely pursue this. So saying that, if you have those kind of skills, it will be very comfortable and simple for you to get a job. I won't say it's easy, I would say it's more simple because your mind is aligned in that direction. So it's much easier for you to get a job there. Okay. Now, coming back to the last question, is construction management better or project management? Now, you have to look at it. It depends on what kind of glasses you're looking through. Okay. Now, if your goal is like, I need a job and I want to make sure that I am able to get my H-1B immigration in US. If you're an international student, I would say both of them have equal opportunities, but I like construction management more because it's a design field. It's a pure design field. So when you get into construction management, you can get into a civil engineering company and you kind of have a defined path. You know, you can look at the path and be like, okay, you know what, I have seen other people do it and I can recognize patterns there. With project management, I feel the patterns are less because you can go in so many different directions. So figuring out your path may be a little bit, I would say a little bit more complicated compared to construction management. So I would say maybe construction management is like, let's say less on 1 or 10 being really easy would be an 8. I would say project management would be like a 5. So you need to do a little bit more work to figure out, but you already have good people skills and communication skills as a project manager, so it will be a little bit easier and simpler for you because of your skills. So that's what I would say. In terms of income, I would rate project management degree much higher. The reason is when you're graduating with a construction management degree, you're usually looking at about $60,000 to $65,000 as a master's student. Whereas a project management degree, you're looking at $75,000 to $90,000. So that's significantly higher. Not only that, in project management, you can jump these levels much faster. You can get to 120K within 2 to 3 years of experience. In civil, you can't get that. Or it will, let me take that back. It will take you a little bit more hard work to get there. You might have to get a couple of licenses. You might have to get your P license. And I would say to get to 120K would be about 6 to 10 years of path. That's what I would say, okay? Summarizing, what do you think? Is civil better, is construction better, or is project management better? In my opinion, both are equivalent because it depends upon what you want to do. If you're passionate about civil engineering, you love civil engineering, go for construction management. That is the best field for you. And here's the thing, you can always jump into project management eventually with this construction management degree. With a project management degree, it's going to be a little bit tough for you to get into construction unless you have a background in civil engineering coming to US. If your goal is to be financially more set faster, I would rate project management faster and have a chance to make that maybe $200,000, $300,000 in next 4 to 5 years getting into a fine company. I think, yes, project management degree would be more lucrative in the short term, in next 4 to 5 years. That's what I think. So I think that's pretty much what I had. I wanted to share my thoughts on this. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section. If you want to reach out to me directly, you can connect with me on my Instagram at Onkar_A_Jagdare, and I can answer some questions for you. But I had a great time talking to you. I'll see you in the next video.